Deadpool is the reason why Venom is crazy. Deadpool, being the curious and mischievous guy he is, decided to use this fancy machine to whip up a new costume for himself. But instead of just getting a new outfit, he accidentally bonded with the Venom symbiote. Classic Deadpool, am I right? And of course, Deadpool being Deadpool, he couldn't resist trying on a bunch of different Deadpool-themed symbiote suits, cracking jokes and making the whole time. But then, in a moment of clarity, he realized that the symbiote was actually alive and that his own insanity might rub off on it. So, he did the responsible thing and returned the symbiote, but not before pointing Spider-Man in its direction. It's wild to think that Deadpool's brief encounter with the symbiote could have had such a lasting impact on its personality. I mean, if you think about it, Venom is known for being pretty unhinged and chaotic. And now we know that some of that might be thanks to Deadpool's influence. It just goes to show that even the smallest interactions can have big consequences. Deadpool's healing factor is a blessing and a curse. In the comics, Deadpool's healing factor is not just a miracle cure, it comes with a twisted side effect. When his DNA was mutated, it didn't just enhance his healing, it also mutated his cancer. This means that while Deadpool's healing factor regenerates healthy cells, it's also constantly regenerating cancer cells. Essentially, his body is in a perpetual battle, healing the cancer as it reappears just as fast. This ongoing cycle explains his scarred and disfigured skin, but there's more. This constant cellular warfare might cause his body to grow tumors and then heal them, only to start the process all over again. It's a vicious, never-ending loop that leaves Deadpool's appearance perpetually damaged. This chaotic regeneration doesn't just affect his appearance, it also wreaks havoc on his mind. Deadpool's neurons are constantly regenerating and changing, which contributes to his notorious mental instability. His thoughts and personality are in a state of flux, making him unpredictable and often irrational. However, there is an unexpected upside to this madness. Deadpool's ever-changing brain makes him immune to telepathic attacks. His thoughts are so erratic and his brain chemistry so unstable that telepaths find it nearly impossible to get a read on him or control his mind. Deadpool turns into ice cream and Cable eats him. Deadpool finds himself in one of the creepiest and most grotesque situations ever. His body is infected with a virus that literally melts him, turning him into a puddle of goo. At the same time, Cable's techno-organic virus is threatening to take over his body. It's a race against time as they need each other's powers to survive. Desperation leads to one of the most bizarre solutions in comic book history. They agree to exchange bodily fluids. Yes, you heard that right. Using his telepathy, Cable absorbs Deadpool's liquid body, mixing their DNA in the process. What follows is both heroic and utterly disgusting. Cable then spews what's left of Deadpool everywhere. Amazingly, Deadpool's healing factor kicks in, and he manages to piece himself back together. Not only does he come back to life, but his face is surprisingly healed as well. This heroic yet nauseating act is one of the weirdest and most extreme traumas Deadpool has ever survived. How did Deadpool die? Wilson, known as Deadpool, was on a mission in the Middle East when the Ultimatum organization seized the opportunity to exact revenge on him by targeting his loved ones. Upon learning of this, Deadpool ensured his family's safety and vowed to take revenge in the most spectacular manner possible. With the help of Tony Stark, Deadpool devised a plan to eliminate the Ultimatum members. He blew their aircraft out of the sky and relentlessly pursued those who attempted to escape, annihilating them all. It was a brutal retaliation, but they had brought it upon themselves. In the aftermath of the violence, Deadpool experienced a moment of realization. He understood that his mercenary lifestyle constantly endangered those he cherished most. Deciding it was time for a change, he made the difficult choice to retire. He purchased a yacht and set off with his friends and beloved daughter, seeking tranquility and happiness. However, just as things seemed to be improving, the universe dealt one final blow. A blinding light appeared in the sky, accompanied by a destructive force that began disintegrating everything in its path. It was discovered that an alternate version of Earth, known as Earth Alternatum, was on a collision course with their world, and nothing could prevent the impending chaos. In those final moments, Deadpool held his daughter close, realizing that the end had come. As the two Earths collided and everything around them disintegrated, Deadpool embraced his little girl one last time, hoping that somehow, somewhere, they would be reunited.